Saturday, the newest aircraft carrier and first of its class will be commissioned in Newport, Virginia. The ship has a very local connection, of course, since it's named after President Gerald R. Ford.
24-Hour News 8 political reporter Rick Albin shows us the ceremonies this weekend are not just about a new sophisticated ship, but it's also about a lasting tribute to Grand Rapids' favorite son.
It was November of 2009 when I first went to the Huntington Ingalls shipyard for the keel laying of CVN 78, now known as the USS Gerald R. Ford. From the island landing, change of command, statue unveiling, and christening, we've been there for it all, and this Saturday is the last ceremony surrounding this brand new aircraft carrier. We'll be there again. But for those who have been on this decade-long journey, the ceremony is about so much more than just a new aircraft carrier. When you ask former Ford staffer Red Cavaney about the Navy's newest aircraft carrier that bears his old boss's name, his eyes light up and he talks about a class of vessels that will help protect the country well into the 2100s.
With the most sophisticated aircraft carrier ever built, and a ship that's first in class, which means it will be around for almost 50 years, and the last of the class, will just be built when this one leaves. And so the force projection will have state-of-the-art technology for almost a century.
For those who have been close to the process and were also close to the president, Saturday's ceremonies will be both a tribute and a relief.
I christen thee.
Former First Daughter Susan Ford, the ship's sponsor, has been working on this project from the beginning, as early as 2006. She looks forward not just to the final ceremony on Saturday, but to seeing the ship in action.
I'm excited for her to be deployed and for the country to count on her and to be a part of whatever activities are going on, and reading about her in the paper and seeing her picture that she's out there fighting for America. That's what I'm looking forward to.
A new highly advanced ship will be commissioned and go into service on Saturday. That is obvious. But perhaps for those who knew the president best, what will really happen this weekend will give the 38th leader of the United States his rightful place in history. I asked the president's former personal assistant if the event would bring some sense of satisfaction. He politely corrected this reporter.
I'll put my lawyer hat on for a moment, Rick, and I'll quibble with your use of the word some. Not some, my friend, an enormous amount of satisfaction. I think David Broder, the late columnist from the Washington Post, got it best, Rick, and I think this commissioning would be Exhibit A to David's quote, in an odd, inexplicable way. The truth has begun to dawn on the American people that Gerald Ford is the kind of president they always wanted and didn't know they had.
The ceremony on Saturday will be the final step in the delivery from the shipyard to the Navy and begin that long-term service that you just heard about. It will also be the first new class of aircraft carriers created since 1975. We'll be in Newport News for all of the events and have coverage on air and online. I'm Rick Albin, 24-Hour News 8.
You can watch the commissioning of the USS Ford live Saturday morning at 10 o'clock on woodtv.com.